Previously on Survivor.
It's a non-active challenge, as you can probably tell. We'll be doing Sporkle Challenge. The two guys will split up into two teams. One team will be in here, one team will be outside. We'll each be taking the same quiz. Highest scores between the two tribes wins. With a final score of 269 to 231, the tribe safe from tribal council this week is once again the Shallows tribe. Congratulations.
Honestly, I love this game so much. I don't want to leave.
This vote is gonna suck because we're all so close now. It's devastating to lose that challenge, but it is what it is.
Emily, the tribe has spoken.
So I'm kind of the mole, and I'm kind of in between everything.
I love this tribe so much. I can't imagine sending anybody home, but my plan is to just continue hopefully winning these challenges.
Everyone keeps on saying, let's just win out. And obviously, let's just win out. We're going to lose eventually. It's going to happen. I don't want to, but if we can make it to a tribe spot without losing, that'd be crazy.
And that means with a score of 85%, Morado, first time immune. We will not be going to tribal council. Who wants it? Marcelo, Grants. Shallow, close but no cigar. With a final score of 75%. That means the streak ends here. You guys have a date with me /Andrew/Mike at tribal council next Sunday, where someone will be the third person voted out of this game.
Just, I guess, a little more of a reaction from my fat blind side on Sunday. So, Emily went home, obviously, and I was the only one uninformed of that. Lovely. After a little bit of reflection, though, I realized that it's probably for the best because I was getting a little ahead of myself and kind of trying to position myself as in a position of power when that is not what I wanted to be seen as. Instead, now I am at the bottom of the barrel with no power in this tribe at all, which is actually not the worst place to be, because this means that I have 0 threat level on me, which is great, because that means there's very little reason to send me home.
Hello. I just got back from New Jersey because I drove home on Friday because I got the second dose of the COVID vaccine this morning. Feeling real sore. The challenge tomorrow morning, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with it. Feel a little out of it, but I should be fine. I did not search for the idol this week because the clue I've deemed was stupid. Because it just seemed like it was really pointing towards, or suggesting towards the cemetery, and that cemetery is not on the map of where the idol could be. So it's just and also there's so much snow, I'm like, wherever it is, it's buried under all this shit, and I don't have time for that. So hopefully we win tomorrow, and then we get a second clue, that'll give me a better hint, and then I can, commit to digging in, one place, or 2 places. And hopefully no one else found it this week, which I don't think they did because of the snow.
Mario and I did go idol hunting. We went to the graveyard by day because In the clue, it said mourning, like M-O-U-R-N, which indicates graveyards. We didn't find it. We looked for a while, but we did not find it. So we have to go under the assumption that Maddie has it until we know she doesn't. So that means the next tribal we go to, we're going to probably have to split the votes. We will do 4 Maddie, 2 for Mel, I think we decided on, and then whoever Maddie votes for, just so Maddie doesn't have actual control over the game. Splitting the votes is not really a big deal. We probably would just tell everyone to vote Maddie, and then, like, Mario and I would vote Mel, not tell anyone, so then, you know, you don't know who actually voted. So that will probably be the next tribal that we go to. Hopefully we'll continue winning challenges and we won't have to go to tribal, but for the next one that we do go to, we have that plan in place. So we don't really need to worry too much about strategizing. I know that my name, Marcella's name, and Mario's name will probably get thrown out there by Maddie, but we all are unanimous in voting her.
I did not find it, but on Tuesday night, little incident. Me and my friends were walking into Ernie to go get dinner, and on the way out, we passed Mario and Parker, who I don't think realized that it was me. But Parker says to Mario, "So you practically have a community idol now, right?" I'm like, thank you for that one. I appreciate your stupidity. So I think, unless they're just trying to like mess with me, which I don't think they are, because I think they would have shut down and freaked out if they saw me and they were talking about an idol on Survivor, like they would have freaked out and they would have shut up, but they didn't. So I just think they didn't think it was me, and they didn't realize that it was me. So I think that Mario or Emma or Lily or someone in that little 3 found the idol and told the others about it, and they're calling it a community idol because everybody voted the same way except for me, so they think the community is everybody but me. Instead, now I am at the bottom of the barrel with no power in this tribe at all, which is actually not the worst place to be, because this means that I have 0 threat level on me, which is great, because that means there's very little reason to send me home.
It feels so good. I'm not even gonna lie. It's 7:30 and I've still been just like basking in the glory of this win. I came home from the challenge and I fell asleep immediately. I was so tired. Maddie gets to avoid going home for 1 week. And kind of on that subject, I found out that Emma and I are close together. We're ready to go. So that was awesome to know that she trusts me. But one thing I didn't expect from Emma was that when the challenge was over, everybody was kind of harboring some resentment because they were talking a lot of smack before the points were tallied. And like when we brought up the tennis balls, they like slammed theirs down, made a big show, and we're all just like, oh my god, I can't with them. But Emma, after the challenge, a couple of them came up to us and they were like, hey guys, congrats. And we're all like, oh, okay, thanks, you know, and Emma just goes, F you, and flips them off, and I was just like, whoa. So she is already making enemies over there. So I feel like even if we get to the merge, it wouldn't be that hard to get her out because they kind of already hate her. For now, we get a week to just relax. I get to focus on school. I get to not worry about who I'm gonna vote out. It's so great. It's so great. What can I say?
What's up, guys? It's Philip here. So we are currently walking in a snowstorm. We're supposed to get like a foot tonight, so I thought I would get out a little bit early before anybody else was here, and mainly before we got a foot of snow, because I'm not wearing the right gloves to dig through snow. And we're gonna do some late night idol hunting. It's currently about midnight, and it's Tuesday. So, in the hint, it talked about getting high and smoke. So I thought, me being just the saint I am, I thought it was talking about like smoke signals. So I'm like, oh, I gotta go somewhere elevated. But I realized the word high also appeared in the challenge this week, and it talked about weed. So, weed. But then the third line says morning or night, and the morning is spelled with a U. And so I remember morning weeds, or like widow's weeds. There's a couple of different names for it. It's something you wear to a grievance event, like a funeral or remembrance. So what I thought is I would go digging around the memorial in front of the Hall of Languages and the one at Hendricks Chapel to see if I could find anything. There's probably a bunch more on campus, but I'm a freshman who barely got to go outside of his dorm last semester because of a pandemic. So those are the only two I know about. I'm on my way right now. I'm gonna dig through a little bit, and if not, I'm gonna go back home and get some beauty sleep. I'm honestly not counting on anybody else on my tribe to find it, but I need to be playing like they will. So that's why we're out here just 2 days after the challenge looking for this stinking idol. Yeah, I hadn't considered were these like stupid little like art things on campus. Is one of them about death? I don't know. I wouldn't be able to see the flag at this hour anyways with this much snow on the ground. It's snowing heavy. I don't know enough about the art on this campus. I'm really hoping this death thing is the right alley, because if it's not, that's an hour of my life I'm never gonna get back, and it's an hour of my life the editors are going to enjoy. So I'm just like, what is it, the 5 stages of grief? I'm already at number 5. I'm just accepting my fate. My fate being not finding this stupid idol. I'm just gonna hope we win the next challenge, and I keep kicking my stupid tripod. I'm gonna just hope we win the next challenge and get another clue. And I hope if somebody already has in my tribe, it better be either Emma or Mario or Marcelo. God damn it, I still mix their names up. Whatever. Alright. Well, let's look at this stupid chapel, which is very pretty in the snow. Like purple and stuff. I like purple. Purple's cool. Alright. Oh, that's the color we're talking about. Orange. That's the one. Orange. Red. Who cares? It's orange. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Sending it back to whoever's next in the stupid video. Alright. There, that was my amazing transition wipe. Get it? It's a video editing job. I'm done. Whatever. I'm done.
Well, we just lost a challenge for the first time, meaning that this week is going to be a bit more stressful than anticipated. Really, all I can do at this point is just have faith in 2 things. One, that this 5 that we built, is strong. I'm definitely with them. I'm going to let them know that I'm so with them. And 2, that Brianna doesn't find this idol. Because if we get everybody to vote for Brianna and she finds this idol, Brianna's writing my name down and I'm done. So, at this point, I don't even know. I just gotta really hope that we come out of this week strong and that this isn't the end of my game, because I'm really enjoying it and I want to do a lot more.
Basically, obviously we lost this week, so we have to vote someone out. I and Parker also does. I'm pretty sure that Andrew has the idol. Pretty confident in that. Just because it's over by BBB, Andrew lives near BBB. And he was like, he keeps saying he barely looked, and for someone who was like so aggressive about it last week, it'd be weird that he would have just stopped, and the only people that would have known to look for it before we got the clue on Friday again would have been the 6 of us. We know Eli and Julia don't have it because we saw them looking. Savannah's quiet, but I think she's just genuinely busy. So that leaves Andrew. So there'd be that. We think Andrew has it, and Parker and I talked about doing an Andrew vote. We talked about, like, this, I mentioned this last week, we could have done it. Like, we could still do it if we got Casey and Jason and then Savannah. We wouldn't be able to bring Ben in because Ben's really close with Eli and Julia, so he would tell them in like a hot second. It's too early of a move. And as much as I'd love to do that right now, it's also like, you need a vote to submit the 6 first before you blindside it. And also, like, I just don't feel comfortable doing it because anyone who makes a move that big or this early on in the game, like, they never make it to the end.
The drama, right? Apparently, Brianna has been going around telling everyone that they gotta vote out Andrew, which it seems like a stupid tactic because she immediately made everyone want to vote her out because it's like, oh shit, we were this like kind of chill, like friendly tribe, and she started like throwing daggers at one single person. So she's trying to get people to vote Andrew out because he didn't show up to our Among Us game the other night or something. That's the way I understand it. And then the other, so like Brianna's attack plan backfired, and now she has like 5 people that are gonna vote her out, and they reached out to me and told me to vote Brianna out. So the only thing that I'm worried about is that Brianna might have the idol because she's been idol hunting like crazy. But in any case, I don't think I'm the target. It sounds like it's Andrew because she seems to have, she just has like eyes only for Andrew. I don't understand why.
We have to make sure that Brianna goes home. She's too big of a threat and she's too much of a wild card right now for all of us. But something tells me that she has an idol. But that doesn't really matter because hopefully Jason goes home if that is the case. The plan this week is to put 7 votes on Brianna and then have Brianna and Parker vote for Jason. The reason why we need Parker to vote for Jason is so that he could get Brianna's advantage, the advantage that has to do with the tribe swap, because she'll have to give it to someone. So the plan is that tribal, he's gonna look all shocked and everything. We're gonna know exactly what's going on, and we're just hoping that like Brianna won't be too salty and just give him the advantage. That would be great. And honestly, like this week should be easy, but at the same time, I've been thinking a lot about how I'm being perceived in this game, because in Survivor, perception is reality, and I'm actually kind of scared about how I'm being perceived, both on my tribe as well as the other tribe. Starting with the other tribe, I don't think they like me at all. I think they actually hate me. Emma on the other tribe, when we got to the challenge, she was just flipping me off, making dead eye contact with me. That was a little unreasonable, and then at the end of the challenge, I went up to them to say congrats after they beat us, and she just said fuck you to me, so I was like, okay.
What's up, Survivor people? It's me again. Once again in a nice collared shirt this week because my professor on Monday and Wednesday mornings makes us wear collared shirts. This might be my last vlog of the week. I really think, I hope it is. I probably will film another one just because I'm nervous. But since we last talked, like you and I, the audience, I spoke with Eli a little bit again, and then I talked with Andrew. And Eli seems to be more of a mastermind behind the Bree vote. And I do trust him to a degree. I think that the plan this week is to vote out Bree. He explained to me very specifically that Bree has an advantage that she found. So Parker's going to vote with her and pretend like he was surprised. So Parker could get the advantage from her and then we could have it. I don't know who we is because this is all being told to me late.
Okay, so tribal tomorrow. The only reason why I'm nervous is because like if Bree has the immunity idol, like she's going to wreak havoc on all of us next week. It also means that Jason goes home, which is like a huge bummer. But so I'm hoping that doesn't happen. And like I really love this alliance that I have going on right now. I do feel a little guilty like that I haven't told them that like I've been involved with Survivor before, but I feel like maybe I'll tell them later on. I'm still not telling them now. I don't really think it will be a huge deal. But I just want Bree to go home. Sorry, Bree. Yeah, I've just been waiting all week for this. I'm nervous. Hopefully she doesn't have the immunity idol. And then hopefully we also win tomorrow. That would be dope. So yeah, wait and see.
I know on seasons 1 and 2, it was like the person who came in 5th was like, it was because they couldn't shut up, and I feel like that's me right now. I need to learn to keep my mouth shut. I'm not doing a very good job. And I realize it, but there's also like, I feel like I don't feel the need to like talk that much in groups if it's just like making small talk, but I also always feel the need to make my opinion heard, and I feel like because there's always so much stuff that we need to have opinions on, I'm talking more than I theoretically want to or expected myself to. So that being said, but I also do genuinely think all 6 of us are like I don't think our 6 has a leader really. Like Eli sort of is, because he gets along with everybody and he's like very trustworthy. But he's also not calling all the shots on decisions, it seems like. So I think that is good that we're like a strong 6, and it's because we're probably all threats, but so we're kind of like bodies for each other. We can protect each other. But I said at the same time, Jason, like I'd like to keep Jason around because he has no idea what's going on. He's never seen the show. He like blatantly talks about like, oh, I knew the idol was that day the whole time. Like he doesn't know what's going on. So I feel like he'd be really good to keep around long term. Maybe with the tribe swapper advantage or whatever. I'm kind of hoping that I can like isolate Andrew. So like either like if Andrew gets stuck on his own with the majority of his tribe being the orange tribe, I'm not saving him, I don't care. I hope he gets voted out and I hope I'm not the one that has to do it.
Hey vlog, so it is currently Saturday night. We're going to tribal early tomorrow morning, and honestly this week has been kind of just like crazy with my schedule and everything, so I haven't been really thinking about the game too much, but I honestly feel like it's going to be a pretty easy vote tomorrow. I feel like we've kind of been thinking about this vote before we even like knew we were going to tribal. We kind of just like decided that if and when we lost, like this was probably going to be the plan. So basically what from my understanding is we're all going to be voting Bree except for Parker and Brianna. Obviously they're going to be voting Jason. Obviously Bree's not going to vote for herself, and the reason we're having Parker vote for Jason is hopefully Bree, when she gets voted out, will give her advantage, her tribe swap advantage that she said she has, to Parker, because Parker's basically going to like act surprised and pretend like he doesn't know what's going on even though he does. And so hopefully Bree will give him the advantage, and then that can help our little group of 5-person alliance, which I absolutely love. I actually just got back from ice skating. I know they went earlier in the week, but I couldn't go, so we went again today, and it was so much fun. I just feel like I really lucked out with my tribe and just like meeting this group of people. It's just been so fun, like in the game and outside of the game, so I'm really happy about that. I'm kind of nervous also for tomorrow, just because like tribal, always kind of nervous, but also I realize we're going to be at the 15. We're going to be at 15 tomorrow, so there's potential that there could be a swap. I know that's going to come up sometime soon. I'm thinking either 15 people left or 14 people left, and tomorrow would be 15, and I really hope there's not a swap because, like I said, I really like my tribe. I really feel good with my alliance, at least right now. But I'm scared that if there is a swap tomorrow, we'll go to 3 tribes of 5, which I really don't want. I feel like it'll be difficult to try and keep like a majority across, like we can't across 3 separate tribes. So if we do swap, I'm really hoping that it happens at 14, because that would give me another week just, you know, with the original shallow tribe, because again, I really like them. So yeah, that's pretty much the updates. Tomorrow should be good. I'm really hoping we win, because if we don't swap, we just kind of want as many numbers as possible going into what will probably be the swap the week after. So yeah, I am looking forward to tribal. I think it'd be very interesting, to say the least. But that's pretty much the update.
The plan is to vote Bree out, and I am kind of worried that she could have some kind of an idol or some kind of advantage, so we really want to try to make her as comfortable as she can possibly be. She knows that she kind of messed up last week, so that kind of puts her on edge already, so we knew that this week we really had to kind of smooth her over and like make sure she feels really good. So I kind of proposed that we should do dinner because I hadn't heard from her very much and I was getting nervous. I was like, why isn't Brie texting me? She used to always text me. And so finally, like today, Wednesday, we decided to do dinner, me, Eli, Julia, and Brie. And at this point, I feel so much better because I am like 99% sure that she has no idea. She was talking about like Andrew having the idol and like she feels so good with our alliance, like she's strategizing with us, and it felt like pretty normal, and I really don't think she has any idea. And then afterwards she's been texting me a lot like about strategy and all this stuff, so I feel good. I think she has no idea. So I think this is gonna work, and I think it's gonna be a huge move, a huge blindside. And yeah, so I'm gonna put on a performance at Tribal. Me and Brie are gonna be the only votes for Jason, the rest should be for her. And so I'm gonna like act shocked and so surprised at Tribal in order so that she wills me this legacy advantage that she has. And assuming that the swap is that week or the week after, it can be really powerful. And so I'm telling everyone like this advantage is for Alliance, this advantage is for Alliance. No, this advantage is for me, and I'm gonna get it, and she's gonna give it to me. And so I feel like this could be a really big move for me, for all of us, but for me too, because I think that I'd most likely get the advantage out of it. And yes, and I think no one really sees the way I'm playing, so I'm feeling really good. So I just want this to work out, and I think it will.
Alright, Shadows Tribe, as you can see, it's a beautiful day. Very sunny. It's actually not too cold out today, so it's better than last time, but welcome to your first Tribal Council. You avoided it the first 2 weeks, but ending up here eventually was inevitable. Brianna, how does it feel sitting here your first Tribal Council?
I think I thought I was gonna be more nervous. Like, I think I was more concerned, but at the same time, we're like actually pretty far deep into the game. But yeah, I feel okay, but I thought I was gonna be more concerned.
Fair enough. Draw, same question to you.
I mean, you know, you don't want to go to Tribal Council. I'm going to give you that cliche answer. My heart's pounding, but you know, we're here and we got to make the best.
Yeah. Julia, does being here after 2 weeks of being safe and getting close with your fellow tribe mates make this vote different, or is it this time just time to get down? Is it now time to get down to business?
I mean, for me, it's like never time to get down to business. So like, I was honestly having so much fun, like among the 9 of us, like we would all hang out and like get pizza. So it is actually like kind of sad, but I think like the camaraderie amongst this group is like really unique. So I'm just like glad to have been a part of it.
So Savannah, what was it like for you trying to figure out who's going home this week?
I don't know. I feel like we kind of just like talked it out and like, again, like still kind of nervous about what's gonna happen. I don't feel like super comfortable just because like being a tribal is scary, but I feel like, I don't know, we kind of have to do what we have to do.
Casey, do you feel as if the tribe dynamics have stayed consistent up until this point, or have things changed despite all of you being safe up until this point?
I think it's been pretty consistent. Like I think Julie was saying, like I think everyone here just gets along really well with everybody. And like I just think that's super cool and like awesome, and I feel like everyone just here vibes. I wouldn't say it changed that much.
Andrew, do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I mean, I think as the last few weeks have gone on, we've all got to know each other like better and better, and got to, I think, like each other better and better. So it's definitely not a happy day to be here, but like Julia said, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So.
Jason, do you feel as if you've been able to make connections with your tribe mates despite missing the first challenge? And does missing that first challenge put you in danger today?
I thought it did, but I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like we've formed a little pack here, so I don't really feel that worried.
Yeah. So we've been about a week, right, since the last time we met. So, Eli, in this week, you've had all this time to get this plan together. How much has that plan changed in the last 7 days?
I'm hoping there is a plan. But I think the plan we all want is to vote a member of the other tribe out.
Fair enough. Parker, we're 3 weeks in, and your tribe has received 2 immunity idol clues. Is today the day an idol or an advantage makes its debut in this season?
Ooh, I feel like it is pretty early for an idol to make a debut, but it could. You never know. And we have had 2 clues, so you never know.
Savannah, any thoughts on that?
I kind of agree. I feel like it's like kind of early.
be pretty shocked if something happened, but I guess you never know.
Finally, draw. Same question.
Yeah, you have no idea what everyone's got hiding up their sleeves.
Julia, what does this vote accomplish for the Shallows Tribe?
Kind of like nothing, honestly. Essentially, like, this is the game, and like you have to vote somebody out, and like unfortunately we're just in this position. I honestly don't think it's gonna make a huge difference. Like, it's not gonna, it's just gonna be like, oh damn, we lost this person, and that's kind of how the game works. And like, yeah. So.
Jason, do you agree with that?
Yeah, whatever happens today happens, and I think we just gotta keep moving forward.
Let's see. Andrew, is being at Tribal right now just a bump in the road for the Shallows Tribe, or is it a sign of things to come?
So I think a lot of us probably think that the Shallow Tribe, as it is right now, is coming to an end soon. Seeing as we're a few weeks into the game, we're expecting some kind of swap or something coming soon. So I think we were kind of hoping that we could just ride it out to the swap as a 9. So hopefully whatever happens this week, we can win as a challenge today and make it to a swap intact as an 8, I guess.
Yeah, Casey, Andrew just brought up a swap. Are you able to prepare for that at all, or is that just kind of when it happens, it happens?
I'm not necessarily preparing. I think I'm like just mentally and emotionally preparing, because I feel like that the chances of that happening are very high, and I feel like it's going to be soon. So I think it's just going to be hard, like, being away from these guys, but at the same time, I think we all have each other's back regardless of the swap.
Parker, have you worked on any plan for your tribe swap?
I thought about it, because I feel like it would most likely happen at like 15 or 14, so I definitely like thought about like when it would happen, like, yeah, I'm trying to like keep my allies closer in the case of that swap, I guess.
I want to, for our last question, I want to go back to one I just asked Andrew, but I'm going to ask it to Brianna once again. Is being at Tribal right now just a bump in the road, or is it the sign of things to come for the Shallows Tribe?
Right now I think it's just a bump in the road. We're not in a case scenario. I think last week's challenge, us losing that, was kind of random. It's not on any single person. So I don't think it's a matter of we need to get stronger, we need to be this way or that way. I think it's just a bump in the road until we make it to a swap.
Alright, with that being said, we're going to go vote, where one of you will be the first person voted off of the Shallows Tribe and the third person voted off of Survivor Syracuse New Era.
If you're not playing, you're being played.
We're about to read the votes. If anyone would like to play an advantage or immunity idol, now's the time to do so. Alright. I'll read the votes. First vote, Jason. Second vote, Jason. That's 2 votes, Jason. 7 left. Third vote, Brianna. That's 2 votes, Jason. 1 vote, Brianna. Fourth vote, Brianna. That's 2 votes, Jason. 2 votes, Brianna. Fifth vote, Brianna. That's 3 votes, Brianna. 2 votes, Jason. 4 remaining. So this is the 6th vote, Brianna. 4 votes, Brianna. 2 votes, Jason. 3 remaining. Seventh vote. Third person voted out of Survivor Syracuse New Era, Brianna. Brianna, you come up here and drop your buff. Brianna, the tribe has spoken. You can go with Luke over there to do an exit professional. First tribal council down. Another challenge today. So hopefully you guys don't end up back here again. That's all I have for you. I'll see you at the challenge.
Definitely upset because if like I had a plan and I knew I didn't want to do it too early. I had planned for Andrew when we were considering it, and we didn't do it because we figured it wouldn't last that long in the game. On one hand, I'm not surprised. I was fine when we started, and then as he started reading the votes, I got scared. And it also sucks because like it's probably because of the whole idol stuff, and I did have an idol, or I didn't, not did. Yeah. It just sucks. I was excited to play. I was excited to like make it to the merge, and I thought I was gonna be really good. And but I have a lot more time now for thesis and all my other craft because I have a lot of homework.
Fair enough. With your advantage, who would you want to give it to? The decision has to be made now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it to Parker.
I'm so happy that this worked. I was worried, like, oh my god, she's gonna be so mad at me. Okay, this is so good. This is really, really good. So I kind of know what it is. But yeah, so there's gonna be a swap, and I can swap myself with another person or swap 2 people on different tribes. So this is really good. This is really good for me and my alliance for most of you.
So we just voted Bree out. I'm kind of feeling mixed emotions. Like, I do feel kind of bad, but also I kind of feel like she dug her own grave. And I'm just playing way too hard, too fast. So I think it'll be better just for our tribe that she's gone, but I do feel a little bit bad.
And I think with the vote being this simple the whole week, the fact that I was busy all week, and I didn't have to overplay, I really hope that they're gonna eat each other alive. I want to stay out of the conflict, let them fight it out with each other.
I just feel really bad, even though I shouldn't, because it was my idea. Well, not my idea, but it was like a mutual agreement among most of us to vote her out. So yeah, I mean, like, she kind of put a target on her back. Like, she, in a way, I don't want to say she did it to herself, but like she did it to herself.
It feels so good that that worked. I was really nervous that she was gonna pull some shit, but she said that she felt safe. Everyone else was super suspicious, and she didn't pull out an idol, and the relief that I felt when she didn't pull out that idol felt so good. We already told Jason what happened, so he's good and he doesn't feel suspicious. So now we're just a solid 8 and really hope that we can win and not have to do this again next week.
Morado Tribe, you're getting your first look at the new Shallows Tribe. Brianna being the first person voted out. Now, are you guys ready to find out your challenge?
Yes.
All right, first things first. Drop your buff. Swap it. Open. What you got?
That's all orange.
Why are they different kinds of clothes?
Yeah, I ran out of orange.
Can I have all of your attention, please? Do they have to name the new tribe?
Why not? That's enough.
All right. So, we're going to do 2 things. I'm going to explain the challenge.
Before you do that, can I say something?
Yes, you can.
I have an advantage. This advantage allows me to swap 2 people for myself, and I would like to swap.
First of all, I'd like to confirm, this is a real tribe swapper advantage, where Parker now has the power to either switch himself and someone else on a different tribe, or 2 people to different tribes. So,
Yep.
Parker?
I'm gonna switch Maddie and Julia.
All right. How about that? First advantage of this season. In this new Morado Tribe, we have Maddie, Marcel, Emma, Lily, Ben. In the new Shallows Tribe, we have Eli, Casey, Julia, Mel, and Philip. And in this new Purple Tribe, which you guys will get to name in a minute, we have Mario, Jason, Savannah, Parker, and Andrew. All right. So you guys really ready to find out the challenge?
Yeah.
The challenge for today is very simple. You've got to find me. In a minute, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna hide somewhere on campus. Every 15 minutes, I will send out a new clue into new group meets that will be made for all of you. First tribe to find me wins. The other 2 are going to tribal council.